Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Senator Tuberville and his wonderful analogy when it comes to the situation in Ukraine. So, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about whether or not it makes any sense. And then we're going to talk about how this analogy made by this United States Senator might impact other things. Okay, so what did he say? The coach, unsurprisingly, turned it into a football analogy. But at the end of the day, it's a junior high team playing a college team. They can't win. We can throw all the money we want to, but unless we send NATO and our troops over, which we're not going to do if I have got anything to do with it, then there's no chance. In what world has Russia demonstrated that they're a college team at this point? They're an overrated high school team playing another high school team that has been trained by the pros for years and is now getting all of their resources. The analogy doesn't make sense. The other thing that the coach needs to keep in mind is that Ukraine, they control the clock. They say when the quarters end. They say whether or not there's a halftime show. Ukraine controls the clock. I would be willing to bet that he wouldn't have liked that during his career if the team he was playing got to make those determinations. You would think, after as long as the United States has been on the other side of this, been the invasion force, that people would understand this. The defending team, so to speak, they control the clock. The game doesn't ever have to end. All it takes is resolve and supplies. That's it. It's up to the Ukrainian people when it ends, not Russia, because despite the idea that they're a college team, it seems really weird that the college team hasn't been able to put it into the end zone against a junior high team in over a year. Senator, Russia hasn't gotten to the hard part yet. After all this time, they are still in the invasion phase, not the occupation phase. They're still in the first half, and they haven't scored. More importantly, as somebody who is running around talking about how much they love the military and how they want the military in their state and how what they're doing isn't affecting military readiness, this statement affects military readiness. They can't win. Senator, there are U.S. troops right now, and their mission is to get them the stuff they need, to provide them the intelligence, to provide them the equipment. Can you imagine what your statement did to their morale? A U.S. senator saying they can't win. That damages readiness, because you're telling a bunch of troops who may be in Germany, stationed somewhere in Europe or elsewhere, that are working on this to help, the high school team that you don't want to win. You're telling them that their mission is worthless. It's pointless. You're degrading their morale. While simultaneously damaging their command structure. This analogy is bad. It's wrong. It doesn't make any sense. And it's worth noting that if you're going to use an analogy like this, you need to be clear on the fact that if the junior high team here, if they win, well, your favorite charity gets $1 million or something like that, because they have the moral authority. You should theoretically want them to win. The people allied with the U.S. You should want them to win. I mean, it seems like it, given the fact that you're a U.S. government employee. The analogy is bad for those people who are, working 18-hour days trying to make sure that Ukraine can win. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.